You can learn how to make 3D models and then 3D realistic renders just like drinking some cup of tea.
Hello everyone, I'm Morteza Wazirpur. We wanna going to make a skyscraper model very easy like drink a coffee. And
after the 3D modeling part, we are going to bake the 3D model in the Lumion 2024, which is recently released, and the new features are extremely amazing and rare. Then we can make some 3D realistic renders in Lumion 2024. So stick to the plan and don't forget to subscribe the channel and tap the like button and turn on the notification bell. So let's don't waste any more time and let's go.
Hello everybody, we wanna start our new workshop. Welcome to our new workshop, and so fast we go to the work. For the first step, we use a box for make a main box. For the main box, for length I prefer to have 400 meters. To 400 meters. For height is Hello guys, welcome to our new workshop. We wanna start our work. For the first time we use at the first we use box for make our main face, main facade. For the length I need 40 meters. For width 40 meters too, and for the height I need 200 meters. For the next step I need high segment for show the floors in facade. Okay, in each side I need 2 segment more. تقسیم کردن چی میشه؟ For divide each facade to 3 parts. Now I use edit poly. We double click on one edge, it's loop, or you can one click and use loop. After that I click on ring. In front view I deselect the first floor and last floor with Alt. I go back to perspective view with click on P. I use right click for bring chamfer, $30 centimeters for chamfer and show floors. I don't need extra segment in this part, and put on OK. Click on OK. After that, for show floors in a box, I use wireframe mode for see inside of that. I don't need extra edge on the floor, but in each side I put it 2 segments. I need 2 segments exactly like a facade. Okay, after that we wanna to get some copies. I write 15 and copy, no instance, copy, because we have a lot of difference between them. Now we have floor in facade and or facade. Okay, now I use extrude for floors for show some truss in facade. Okay, I'll select all. I select all and deselect the main facade. After that, use edit poly with polygons, and I choose some polys in facade. I keep control in keyboard and click on each surface I want. I check with my framework. Okay, I do the same for other side of facade. Same as that side. I move closer for see better polygons of behind the facade on the floor. I want to show you how we can use 3dsmax for some complicated facade, but so easy, so fast, and without any problems. Without any problems that you can use it. I did the same for another side and the last side that I want to do this. I hope you feel how it can be easy in 3dsmax. Don't worry, you can start and you can use 3dsmax for everything that's in your mind. That's not so hard. Now I click on extrude in local normal mode for 200, or maybe I will check 300 centimeters. 3 meters is better. Okay. For this part, between two plates and two truss, I wanted to have indoor truss. So for that, I choose this plan. I will check. Okay. In each side, I collect some surface. In wireframe mode, I check to see everything is okay. Now with press shift on keyboard, I move in y-axis. It's too large. I'm extrude with press shift again, and I come to, yes, it's better. this is the main facade that I want, but we need some railing in exterior truss and interior truss, and I wanted to have some pool in the facade that can be make a better view. Oh, okay, maybe do something like that with this, something like this. A truss is so important in the higher building because for feel better, for feel like a house. It can help to users for feel better in your interior design. Okay. If I use a negative extrude, I think it's not work. Okay, so I deselect one side, or I should check. I press shift in this side, and after that deselect all of these and press shift again in this side. Okay, it works, fortunately. Yes, I feel better in this building. I feel better now. Okay, now I use a box. For have a beautiful pool. Make a beautiful pool. I should check which can be better in this side or other side in length or width. Yes, I think it's better. With right click, I make it, I think 5 centimeters is better for because we need glasses pool in there for have a best view. Okay, I use shift for negative extrude, and then I put the plan for show the water in up of the pool. We need the railing. I move it 10 centimeters to inside. I check the 5 is a lot. It's 2 is better. 2 centimeters for length. Okay, I must copy the pool and this railing for all of the floors. Before that, I think it's better to check the materials, and after that I will copy everyone. Material. Okay, I should check the render engine. I put it on V-Ray. I use a simple V-Ray material. I can use preset like glass. and again VMTL. I put H on keyboard. I click on the H on keyboard. I need water. I need another glass. So we can now copy this object in all of the floors. We have a no, everything goes okay. Okay, I make a group and I copy in all floors. Okay, finish. For behind side, I decided to have some floors and plants. Okay, so I need something that I told you. For railing in around our job, I can use edit poly. I can use edit poly for show railing at the first 10 centimeters, and then insert again 2 centimeters. I put on grow in the top view, which use selection mode. Okay, now it's better. 110 centimeters in local normal mode and put on OK. After that, before any click on this viewport, I put on grow. I click on grow and detach for make easier take material. On isolate, in top view, I choose some other floors and I can do it again for each floors. I use by angle mode. Oh no, I can't use it, so I use one by one. Good. Okay, I should check everything is okay in this site. Everything is okay in this site and this site. I do that again. No, inset 10 centimeters, then inset again for 2 centimeters. Okay, I click on grow, and in top view I deselect everything that I don't want. And with a simple click on extrude for 100. Control Z, I click on extrude for 110 centimeters. Okay, grow and detach. You have a lot of way for make a railing, for make a facade and everything else, but I choose that way. I think it's better and faster for you. If you if you think we can do the faster way and you find a faster way for make a building and railing, please comment for us and say to us. We will so happy for learning from you. So I make a group and then I click on a railing for check what's the material of that, and I should check again left one, and I can use for another railing in our facade. Everything is okay, I think. These are pools. We have a railing. So nice. I isolate this facade. I wanna have a facade full of glass, for glass and frame. You see, I wanna have facade full of glass and frame. For that I need 2 slices before do it. I put the angle on 45. I need the doors, glass doors on facade. For that, I use a slice plane for show doors, and one in 90. In this facade, I do it again. In top view, I can choose extra edge that we have here, and I can delete it with backspace. In top, I can choose extra point and control backspace or delete. I should check how I can delete them. I should find another way, I think. Or I should check, can I use yes, it's better to select the lane. I select the lane and I use backspace. For this side I do it again in top view. All of them is Control. I use control backspace for delete extra edge I don't find. Okay, control backspace. So now we have our facade. I wanted to get a material glass for all the facade. Before that, I need a subframe, window frame, and that's what I do. I make some edge in everywhere I want. Before do something you will see soon. Okay, I put pivot and I move in x-axis exact in between the form. I move 100 centimeters in right. No, it's, I think one is enough. Yes, one is enough. I rotate the lane and select and finish. So I make a copy before to that I want. Maybe something bad happened. So I choose my form and use modifier last tools lattice. No, I use lattice. Sorry, I use I need a copy of all of the building before use lattice, and then in one of them I use lattice with I copied. I do some copy with Control C and Control V. Okay, I don't need both. I need only structures. Or yes, I use both of them. It's okay. I think it can be better. Okay, everything is okay. We have frame, we have facade. I make a glass for facade that I want. I think it's better color for show what we do. I use blue. Okay, before that I can use gray color with a reflection or make color for our joints. We have a problem there. We have a double polygons. I check, and I think the better way and the fastest way is killing the polygon that we don't need. Still some double materials and overlap polygons in floors. What we should do in this time, extrude facade in floors. I use edit poly for do this. I use window tracing and choose every polygon. Now I can extrude in local normal mode for extrude negative 2 centimeters. I think now we don't have a problem with overlap materials. Everything is okay. But we need a glass in front of floor. Okay, so we should extrude positive for 3 centimeters. And now we should check. Okay, we see now glass is more important for us, and we use glass. So in another hand, we can see the glass everywhere. Everything is okay. We need make an entrance for the first floor. For that, I think it's better to delete this part. This floor don't let us to have a beautiful entrance. I wanted to have two gardens in front of building. Okay, I copy this side, and then I need a door right here. No, I can have a better entrance. Bigger doors can make better feeling for entrance of or high building. I think you can feel better with this side. I choose all of the polys. I choose all polygons. I choose all polygons. Before that, I need continue. Okay, I'll select all the polygons. Insert 5 centimeters in by polygon mode and extrude negative. I use smooth. Then I choose all glass and detach all of them. So I think our work finished. I can delete backup facade. Oh, we need railing in this part and this side of. I prefer to have garden in this side of our facade. For that, I use 40 centimeters for high for garden. In 40 centimeters or no 60 centimeters, 80 or 100 is better. Okay, I move that. I use connect and move that in negative 100 centimeters in negative y-axis. Okay, so oh no, I must use insert in group mode, and now I can extrude negative for have a face for ground and something like that. I can use this trip. I can create shape. I can select the edge of the top of this garden and put on create shape. Turn off edit poly. Choose that shape. Create shape in lane mode. Okay. I disable. In viewport and extrude for 1 centimeter. Put it down. I take some material to this very fast because material in 3dsmax not so important. We must only make some materials to work before export to Lumion. Okay, I delete extra thing that I don't want. For make a railing in roof. I insert 20 centimeters, and after that I insert 2 centimeters. I put on grow, and I turn off the bi-angle. I deselect the extra polygon that collect. Sorry, I put on extrude. I use grow, and after that detach. Now everything is okay, everything is finished. I hope you all feel well and do something that I did and very enjoy. I hope you feel well. I hope you use this workshop and listen to us your jobs. We can explain about that, and we can speak about your job for make it better. Goodbye to next workshop. Before export, we need detach top of the roof in every roof because we want to change the material of the floor, balcony floor. For that, I wanted to isolate every floor. And I use bi-angle. So now I select all the floors plane for change the material. Then I group all of the surface and I change the material of them. For preferably maybe. Okay. It finish. Under the garden we have a little gap, and I fix it, and it's finished. At the end of our job in 3dsmax file, I check on hide everything is okay. I select all the building and group all of them. I say some name, maybe home. After that I save this file, and we downloaded a ready project, exterior project of the city for make a render, and for the save the time we check all of the exterior renders, and we find this file. I think we think it's okay. For a start, at first I should open the file. Okay, after opening the file, I go to the perspective view, and it's the main view that I want to use. I should delete this building and replace our building to this place. I don't need this one too. Okay, I need now import our file. I use import and merge. I select the name that I wrote. It's home. Okay, I check the view. I need this view to the camera. For that I should turn the building for have a better view. And we haven't need a surface there because if we want to take some bird view, we need some place there for show the city. For that, I can use lane in 2.5 snap. I use extrude. For fill the lane, and I use another lane for fill another view. I do something like that for another side of a street. Okay, I think we can take a burst view for render better than before. Okay, I wanna check the view and it's good, but it can be a little more or have a better render. Okay, it's better, and I need a little more high. Okay, it's very good. Now we can archive or save as, but before that we need import a material and get the material from the file. I don't know how you do it. Sometimes like configure path, external file, add and go to the file, or my way it's we use relink bitmap. In relink bitmap we click on the browse, go to desktop and our file, select folder and relink. Very simple. All of the material of our project come to scene and we can do everything that we want. Now I should check and everything is okay. Okay, you can archive your project, or you can give a save as from your project, and the project will be saved. 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 And the project will be saved the modeling part is finished. Hope you feel well and have a good day. Goodbye.
So hello everyone and welcome back to the rendering part of this workshop. Thank you so much from Mr. Morteza because of the 3D modeling of this beautiful and magnificent skyscraper and placing the skyscraper in the full scene of Evermotion. Okay, so we will proceed from this part to the rendering. So first of all, I will hide and make disappear the extra items and, for example, the trees, vegetations, and some of the buildings, which is non-profit for the rendering parts, and just make the scene so heavy and will decrease the speed of rendering. So, for example, we are going to hide these trees as well because we are going to replace them all in lumion. And for example, these vegetations and maybe these drops for the fountain. Oh my god. Okay, and just hide them. And we don't also need these people because we are going to use people and vehicles of Lumion 2024, which is very beautiful and high quality. Also, we have to hide this car and this as well. We also don't need this building, okay, because we are going to use Lumion library for buildings and trees and vegetations to speed up the rendering process. You know, as I'm thinking about the scenario of this workshop, I'm going to place the main camera just like this, okay, maybe lower a bit, but the main camera is here and we don't need these buildings because they are so heavy, so we can hide them all as well, and we can add the replacements for them in Lumion 2024. So just select them and hide them all because these 3D models are so heavy for the Lumion and will decrease our speed a lot. So let me see. Oh, there's a guy which I forgot to remove. Okay, so let's take a look around the skyscraper, and that's it. Yeah, we are okay for now. So we can export the 3D model to Lumion 2024 and continue. Okay, so we are going to file menu and then export, select export and make a path for the export, and we can set a name for this 3D model. For example, new workshop skyscraper. Okay, and then okay, we will wait for the export, and then we will go to Lumion 2024 and create new plane environment. So there we are, we have entered to an empty scene of Lumion. Just double click on the imported models, import new model, and then we will import our new 3D model into the Lumion 2024. So as you know, we have recorded a workshop which you can learn how to make the 3D model and then rendering in less than 1 hour in so easy steps, and there's a link in the screen. You can now tap on this and check this and see the tutorial video, so don't miss out. So after the import process, we have to place the 3D model. I prefer to place it from the center of the Lumion scene and then click on the select object immediately, because if you don't, the Lumion will place it another time and this will make your system a bit laggy. Okay, so we can see the asphalt and sidewalk. Okay, and that's it. After that, we have our 3D models in Lumion 2024, which is very beautiful design, magnificent trusses and height. Okay, so first of all, I will assign the materials for some important parts, which is for example asphalt. Let's find a good asphalt for this area. It's too black. I think it's okay. I will increase the map scale a bit so it will become more visible to the rendering parts, for example something like this, and I will increase a bit displacement, and I will add some weathering to the asphalt, and that's it for now. Maybe I reduce the roughness a bit and just save the changes. And second important material is the sidewalk for here. So we will go to library, we will go to stone part and then sidewalk, and you can find the best sidewalks for these parts. For example, let me check some of these sidewalks and find out which one is better for this situation. I think this gonna work very nice for us. I will increase it a bit because of the repeat of this tiling, maybe a bit more. Okay, I think that's enough. And take a look at these areas. For example, like this, I will increase a bit relief, and then I will play a bit with displacement and add some weathering to the sidewalk stone. Okay, that's it. And look at there's a beautiful detail in here. Okay, and let's just add the glass material to the glass parts of the building. And let me find glasses. Yeah, there it is. Interior glass 001. And let's just increase the reflectivity a bit, but not at the maximum. Okay, something like 180 is enough, I think, for now. And then copy and paste for the truss glasses, but I will put a color for it. For example, something like this. Yeah, it's okay for now. And then save changes. And let me just assign a material for the floors, interior floors and the terrace floor. So we come to the wood parts of materials, and then we should find the best material for the flooring. For example, I think something like this will work great for us. And then rotate a bit to become parallel to this edge of terrace. And that's it. We can also reduce the roughness a bit to be a bit more shiny, and then add some weathering for the wood. And then we come here to add some water for this swimming pool parts. Click on water, and then click on nice pool. You can increase the reflectivity to the maximum, and then play with wave height and wave scale to achieve a good material of water. For example, something like this would be nice. Maybe some foams for the borders, and that's it. And also we can add a blurry glass for the borders of this swimming pool. So again, we will go to glass part, and maybe something like this, but I will kill the color a bit. For example, like this, I think is okay. And reflectivity, we don't need reflectivity a lot, but something like this is okay. And yeah, this is a very beautiful blur glass for the swimming pool. So for these parts of the terrace, we will assign some concrete. Maybe I think concrete will be nice for these parts. Let me find a nice concrete for these terraces. So I think this concrete will look nice for these terraces. We will add some softened edges to the edges of these terraces because we don't have a super sharp edge in the nature. And look at here, for example, I think that's enough for now, and we can add some weathering because the rain and maybe a snow and cold weather will affect these parts of terrace. Maybe something like this is okay. And after that, let's change the interior floor material. For example, I think we have other flooring panels for the interior, which will look nicer to this type of wood. And let's just rotate the material surfaces a bit, for example something like this, and increase the map scale, something like this, and the roughness and everything is look beautiful because we are going to work on exterior rendering, not the interior. And let's just reduce the color amount of these glasses. I think these are too blue. And after that, we are going to add some concrete materials for the edge of the vegetation boxes. For example, I think maybe something like this is beautiful for now. And let's just rotate the upper surface, something like this. Yes, and then we are going to add some weathering again and soften edges. And after that, we are going to assign the grass maybe, or dust grass maybe, or for example soil for these parts. But I'm going to add some grass, clean cut grass, and increase the grass length a bit, something like this, and increase the grass cut to avoid these damages and bugs. Okay, something like this is more beautiful and professional. Okay, and after that, I think we are done for the materials of this skyscraper, and we should work on the other parts of it. For example, we should add some metal for these parts, these mullions. I think this metal will work good for us. Maybe this metal of Polygon company, and we can copy and paste it for these parts as well. And for this part, I think if we can add some weathering for the iron, but not too much, just a bit. For example, something like this. Okay, and let's just add some grass for these parts, left and right of the entrance part. Let's go back to library, 3D grass, and clean cut grass again, and just increase the grass length. And maybe I will add this concrete, which is beautiful for this part, but we can add some marble stones as well for this part, because these are more luxurious than the truss materials. For example, we are going to marble, and let's test some marble materials to make sure what is the best. And maybe I increase the map scale, just add some softened edges and weathering, and that's it. And oops, these are separated materials, so we will add this to these parts as well too, and copy and paste the grass material as well. And there's a missing material also here, we can copy and paste here to fix the bug. And yeah, everything is okay for now, we can proceed. So for the problem of these reflections which are showing in the glasses, you can add a reflection control which is in utilities, and tap the reflection control and put it here, and the problems are solved. Okay, and then let's copy and paste this sidewalk material for the other sidewalks from surrounding scene, because we wanna take some bird eye renders. And then save changes, and let's add some metal materials for these lights, street lights. We come back to metals, and let's find good metal for this part. For example, I think this is okay. Let's add some iron weathering, but not too much, and a bit soften edges, and copy to this light as well. Okay, that's it for now. And also we can add some emissive materials for these parts. For adding the emissive material, you can just create a standard material, and then go to properties and increase the emissive strength a bit. But you can make some test renders to make sure everything is right or not, because we are not sure yet that this amount of color, this amount of emissive will work very nice for us. Okay, then save changes. We can simply hide this skyscraper as well, because we don't need it. And yeah, I think there's a grass area. We can assign the 3D grass, but maybe wild grass this time, something like this, and add a concrete for the side of this vegetation area. For example, something like this is good, I think. Yeah, let's just increase the map scale a bit and just soften edges to make it more realistic, and add some weathering strengths. Okay, that's it. And later we will add some trees and plants in here. So first of all, after the material assigning, we will we will set a camera to get started. I think this angle will be nice, and then we can go to custom style, and then we can select the RT day, which is ray tracing day effect, and let's put it on 4 and 5, and let's place it somewhere which is nice. Okay, let's reduce the focal length amount, something like this, and maybe I reduce the amount of 2-point perspective, something like this, and I think this area is nice for us for the first shot of this rendering. Okay, something like this. I will store this camera, and there it is. You can see how beautiful this skyscraper is showing to us, and we can maybe change the real sky position, maybe something like this. And let's get back to ray tracing. We can turn off the fully ray traced glass, because this effect is going to ruin our glasses from preview option, and there you can see this is very better. This option will work very nice in interior renderings, when you are going to render, for example, something made of glass, just maybe plates and glasses and something like this. And yeah, we can go back and reduce a bit the sharpness, and we don't need lens flare for now, but we can keep it. and we can also put this LUT on the architectural light, which is very nice to us. And yeah, we can come back to the scene and make some and put some buildings around the main skyscraper to make it more realistic and professional. Okay, so first of all, I think I can cover these parts to avoid the eyes to go around, and we are going to keep your eyes focusing on these skyscrapers, not the rest of things. Okay, we go to objects panel, outdoor, and then we can add some buildings. For example, I think something like this is good enough to us for now. Yeah, I think I can place it here. Maybe something like this is in here, and I will increase the sizes of these two beautiful buildings. Just me and you know that I'm increasing the scale of these two buildings, and don't tell anyone, okay? Because I'm trusting you. Okay, so let me place it behind this skyscraper, and yeah, I think this is good for now. Maybe I can make it a bit smaller, and we can cover this area too with buildings. For example, we can use line placement, something like this, and we can set the direction from this part and add some variation of the exterior buildings to make it more realistic. And let's increase the number of items, and let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I think it's okay for now, and we can add some trees for here to make it more realistic again. And let's find which trees are suitable for this area. We need big trees for now, and I'm testing the big trees that which tree will work for us very nice. Let's go to find detail trees. For example, I think something like this is very nice, and we can add these trees. So simple. Maybe some other trees as well, but these trees are so heavy, my friends. If you don't have a strong and powerful graphics card, you don't need to use fine detail trees. You can use the other parts of this library so easy, and so most of them are very nice trees because this area is so far from the camera and the detail doesn't matter. Okay, and we can randomize a bit and then increase the amount of trees, and let's just increase the size of them, and let's see what is going on. Yeah, I think this size is quite well for now. And then we can also add some trees for here, trees and plants. For example, I think one central tree is okay. Maybe this tree is better. Let me show you. Yeah, I think this tree is better. And then we can put some plants and vegetations around here. Okay, so let's go to plants category and add some plants around this vegetation area. Oops, let me remove these big trees and just add some plants to make it crowded and very beautiful, so we can make some realistic renders as well in just 2 or 3 steps. Okay, but after that we will increase the amount of these plants to fill this area. Okay, something like this, but I will use another kind of plants, maybe something like this. Yeah, I think it's quite well, and we can also randomize offset from line a bit, but we absolutely randomize direction to the 100. Okay, and let's add one or two plants here with our hands. Okay, so let's get back to the camera one and see what's going on so far. Okay, so we will get back to real sky settings to correct the sun heading. I think this is maybe good for now. Maybe something like this. Okay, so let's add some buildings behind the main camera and continue. Okay, maybe maybe some tall buildings for here, and maybe here, because we are going to add some shadow and contrast to the renders, because they all exist in real life and we have to add them as well. And let's get back to the render and see the shadows. Yeah, as you see, we have strong shadows here, and these shadows make our renders so more realistic than before. Okay, that's it. And I will add some buildings to make some shadows for these buildings, because we are going to focus on this building, not the others. And that's it. Let's get back to the build mode, and let's just turn off the 2-point perspective, and we are going to build with effects, because we are going to see the shadows for these buildings. Okay, and for this purpose I can just make a copy of this building and make it up, and don't tell anyone this work I'm doing. Maybe something like this, and make it lower a bit. Yes, something like this, and maybe something like this. And for this white building as well. Yeah, there it is. So let's get back to the camera view, turn on the 2-point perspective, and yes, as you see, we have a very nice view of this skyscraper. So we can get back to the build mode, and then we can add some vehicles and transport cars to the street, so it will make our scene very more realistic. I'm using line placement. For example, the cars start coming this way until here, and let's just increase the car amounts, and I'm gonna make it towards here, towards the camera. And let's just increase the randomized spacing along the line. And yes, but I think cars are too much for now, and yes, I think it's okay. So let's check the tires, if they are touching the ground or not. Yeah, they are correct. And then we can place them the opposite way. For example, something like this. Yes, and then click confirm, and then you can select them all and put metallic paint, a plate for them. For example, we are going to add this Australian plate for them and then turn the lights on, something like this. And for the lines of the street we can add some effect and decals, which is very beautiful details for these purposes. For example, something like this, but I will make them much bigger. Okay, let's just rotate them. Let's place one of them beside the sidewalk to make it so parallel without any mistakes, something like this. And we will increase the scale of this line, and then we will, oops, it's so big. Yeah, I think something in this size is okay, but I can make some copies from this line to make it bigger. Okay, and we can make it a group and then copy the group to the line. And something like this for the lines of the street, because these details makes our renders so more realistic than before. And also we can add some lines for the people who want to get across the street. So simple, we can copy these lines too and just need to rotate them as well and place them just like this. Okay, so for this entrance we can add some trees to this part as well. For example, I think maybe these trees are looking good. And let's just add some plants for here, but this time I will use fine detail plants. For example, something like this. And then, yeah, there it is. We can add some people around here, and let's just get back to the first camera and see what is going on. Yeah, but I think we can add some maybe buildings for here and maybe some people around here to make it more realistic. And let's just add some special effects like precipitation. We don't need particle quantity and particle size, not even extra fog. And after that we want to reduce the extra fog, maybe something like this, because it's daytime and we don't need too much effect of fog. And yes, I think this is so beautiful for now. And then I will increase the contrast amount, maybe something like this, and reduce the vibrance, because we want to increase them all after this process in maybe Lightroom or Photoshop. We will add some people around here to make it more realistic and show the life is going on here. just go to people and animal. Okay, so let's get back to the first shot of our camera and see. There we go, we have fully placed everything at the right places, and I think maybe we can add some vegetations and trees to avoid focus of these buildings as well, because we are going to make the main focus on this skyscraper. And yes, there it is. I think nothing else we can add here, but maybe some tiny items that you yourself can add them as well. But for example, I can add some items for the outdoor and the city and urban designs. For example, this fire hydrant and maybe these speed bumps, for example here. And let's just remove these buildings, and yes, there it is. We can, for example, add some phone booths. Let's just search about it. And yes, there it is, something like this. And for example, someone is talking to the phone, maybe this lady again. And yes, so we can make our first test render, but before the test render we can set another shot with the evening or maybe night effects, something with this camera, with this real sky. Or maybe this real sky. Yeah, I think this is better. Yes, this works better, but we need to add some lights for these parts. And as you see here, these lights are very beautiful lighting. Okay, so we can get back to the build mode and reduce the sun height to make some beautiful lightings for these lamps. And let's just add some lights for these parts. Just one, I think, is enough. There is no need for two lights for here. Maybe something like this, and we can add to the other parts. And let's get back to the camera setting for shot 2 and add some volumetric lights, and then select the lights just with one click. We don't need this, I think. Okay, and we can reduce the intensity and density, something like this. And as you see, it's so beautiful for now. And we can copy and paste these lights maybe for this part. Yeah, we have light here too. I missed it. Okay. So let's get back to the render scene, and we can do something different for this render, and we can place some parallax windows and images for these areas of the skyscraper that makes this skyscraper very realistic. And let's just do it. And let's just come to effects, parallax interiors. Maybe this parallax office. And just place it behind this glass and just scale it a bit. And maybe one more for this part, and we can copy them as well. For behind this glass as well. So let's just back to camera 2, and yeah, there you see some tiny lights here which has a beautiful reflection for the asphalt. And then we can go and set some parallax interiors for the floors. Extra interiors. So let's see the results for now, and as you can see, this looks very beautiful for now, but the samples are too low, 64, and that's the reason of blurry preview. And let's just add some lights for the cars to make it more realistic. For example, something like this. For example, something like this, and we can copy these lights for the rest of cars. So let's just add this light a bit emissive, something like this, and that's it. We can get back to the photo number 2 and add some volumetric lights for these car lights as well. Okay, and there you go. You can see how beautiful is this render is looking to us. But I will rotate the real sky a bit more, something like this. And let's go to the movie mode, and this is the final step. And just make 2 keyframes without touching anything. Just add 2 keyframes and paste the effects, and just add a mass move effect. Tap edit, and you should pick a pass for these cars, something like this, and just increase the pass width and increase the car speed. One important thing, we have to ungroup these lines of this street, because we are going to move them all, because we made these lights a group, and then we have to make this ungroup to avoid moving. Okay. So none of them are in group, I think. Yes, and then we can go back to movie part, and then we can enable toggle groups, and then if you come back you can see the lights are moving. And for example, this frame is good for us, and let's just increase the ray tracing samples to 128 and just render the current frame in 4-star quality to see the result. So there it is. You can see the first test renders, but I recommend to increase the ray trace samples, because as you see here it's a bit blurry, and the main reason of this blurry is the volume of ray trace samples. But as you see, this renders look beautiful, and then after this workshop you can easily add some extra lights in this park, for example, or the street. But as we are going to make it so fast to you, we didn't have time to add some extra lights for these buildings and maybe these buildings behind me, behind the main skyscraper. And thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and feel free to ask any question about this project. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next workshop. Bye.